Yeah, so Nit and Nancy asked us to talk a little bit, particularly about leading um, the uh, the meditation. And I think all of us come to this gathering wanting to be of great support to each other, which I think we've succeeded extremely well with. And we come from very diverse circumstances in terms of practice. Both uh, the teachers who've been going into the prisons and the returning citizens. We come with different levels of practice, and so leading the meditation it can be very challenging because we want to keep it really sort of simple, and yet we want to accomplish a settling of everybody and be supportive of everybody no matter what the level of their practice is. So Nyut has a document, a Google Doc, that apparently has been developed by, I think, Nancy and Nyut. And I think I'm going to ask him to send it to everybody, though I know he does send it to people before they both lead a meditation and give a Dharma talk. And I just want to touch on a few aspects of to be of help to those who have decided they're going to take on leading a meditation. So I think what we really want to do is we really want to kind of help everybody settle into the evening. This comes in the evening when we've all had our full days, and we don't really need anything too complicated. It reminds me of, I thought of a story when I first came into prison. I think I had been in practice for maybe a year and 3/4, something like that, and came into practice and would take on various aspects of the program. And I was leading a meditation, and when it was over, one of the men who had actually had Buddhist practice, probably I know longer than I did, said, "You know, Bruce, your voice is kind of shrill and you talk too much." And so it's not easy to receive criticism, but I heard him. I really did hear him. And so what I want to say to everybody is, I think one of the most important things when we're leading a meditation is pacing. I think when we're leading a meditation, it's really not a teaching. We're not there to teach anything. We're really there to help everybody settle. And one of the best ways to help everybody settle is to take on a pacing that allows a lot of space. So I think that's really, really important. So it also has to be our own. We have to really come from our own experience. So if you've heard a great meditation, but you haven't really practiced it, I wouldn't lead that meditation. If you've heard a meditation, maybe online, which is a good source of possible options for meditation, and you've practiced with it for a month or two, and you've kind of learned sort of the way it really works for you, then you're ready to lead that meditation, I think. So these are just guidelines. Pacing, not too much, leave a lot of space, not too much talk. Doesn't have to be a teaching. In fact, it's not a teaching. And just to help us all settle. I don't want to discourage people from leading the meditation because I think we should all give it a try. And Jill and I will offer ourselves to you if you are new to leading a meditation and you want to take it on and you feel like you'd like to on, we would be very glad to sit and meditate with you and give you kind feedback. So I think that's all I really have to say about that. And I'll turn it over to Jill to lead a meditation.
Well, this is very interesting. Now I feel totally on the spot. I thought after I saw who came tonight, wow, I wonder if this is appropriate. So you can let me know afterwards. But I want to start just by saying we're going to work with sound tonight. Not just sound, but the diminishing of sound. And sometimes the pauses, or the momentary absence of sound. And the reason I want to do this is because, number one, this was so critical in prison because it's a very noisy atmosphere. There's hardly any silence. And so how do we work with that? And the other thing is, no matter where you live, unless you're in a retreat center that's exceptionally quiet, there's going to be sound that will interrupt if you're trying to do meditation practice, if you want to call it interrupting. So to me, sound it's one of the senses. It's something that we can learn a lot about. It's immediately available. You could follow it right now, because as I'm talking, there's both sound and there are pauses. So when we explore it tonight, I'm going to give you a particular way of approaching it. And we're going to be labeling. That means saying what we hear. And the two labels we're going to use are hear for when there's a sound, and rest for when there's either a diminishing of sound, an absence of sound, or relative silence. And it's all very subjective. There's no absolute. So hear and rest. And we're going to try pacing this with our breathing. So what that would look like is because sounds can be, very rapid, they could all come at once. And if you tried to say hear with every little sound you heard, it might sound like hear, 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 as you were labeling, and you don't want to do that. You want it to be as slow as an in-breath and an out-breath. And it's only at the end of the out-breath that you're going to label what you hear, whether it's a hear or a rest, just at the end of the out-breath. So here's an example. I'm going to ring a bell, and I'm going to say out loud what I would say to myself. And remember, I'm going to coordinate it with the breath, with the in-breath and the out-breath. If I were going to label it before the bell rang, it would be rest. Hear. Hear. Rest. So that might be my rhythm. Your rhythm might be different. And just for fun, I'm going to make some sounds happen during the first part of our meditation. And then after that, you'll just be doing this on your own. So it's breathing in, breathing out, and at the end of that out breath, you label if you hear something as hear, or if it's not very loud, or if there's no particular sound, it's rest. So before we start, please ask questions if this is not clear.
Go on gallery. Oh, you can't.
I can't see all of you because I don't have a gallery view, but maybe I can change it. I can. Okay, does anybody have a question before we start? Okay, and you're welcome to, of course, as always, sit, lie down, stand up, get comfortable. If you've ever thought that getting comfortable wasn't important, don't believe that anymore. It's extremely important. Finding ease is absolutely critical. So take a moment to arrive. Feel yourself sitting in the chair or on the ground, lying, whatever position you're in. Feel the contact of your body with the chair, your butt on the seat, your back against the back, feet on the floor. Feel where your hands are, on your knees, touching each other, contact. And then just kind of stretch up and then settle. So we'll begin. Breathing in, breathing out, finding your own rhythm. And at the end of the out breath, what do you hear or not? Is there here or is there rest? I'll be making some sounds for you to attend to, and I'll let you know when the meditation period is over, so you don't confuse any of the sounds I make. As we continue with this meditation period, you're welcome to continue with sound, labeling here or rest. And you're also welcome to do any other form of meditation that you feel comfortable with. There's no preference for whether it's here or rest. If the whole time it's been here, that's good. If the whole time it's been rest, that's good. There's always a place to be, a place to direct your attention, your awareness. In just a moment, we'll end this practice, and I'll end it by ringing the bell 3 times, which means that you don't have to end the practice. You can continue.